What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Onochi, and this is AI and Me. And today we'll be discussing why big data is worth more than oil. And everybody keeps saying data is worth more than oil, but why is that? And we'll discuss in detail and in proof on why data is worth more than oil, and the reason why a lot of people are going into the world of big data itself. So, looking into the reason itself, we start looking at the biggest users of big data, the biggest profit maker utilizing big data. And where I went to was Forbes. I went to the Forbes list of top 10 companies that basically are profitable in the year 2022. And I looked at the list and looked at the profit margins. Right now I'm just going to list these companies and explain how these companies are utilizing big data, as basically big data is driving the profitability of the companies itself. So let's go and see the list. The first, number one on the list, is Walmart. And Walmart, as you know, it's a big chain, and it's a big chain that's utilized in groceries and providing grocery services and other services, not only groceries. And they also have moved into the area of e-commerce and all that. And they have mastered the area of utilizing big data to predict what you need, what you want, what your future needs might be. They've utilized big data in logistics and not only driving customer needs, customer wants, but also deliverability and all that. Big data is the center of Walmart itself, and Walmart is number one in the top list. And again, it's not an oil company. And number two, surprise, surprise, Amazon. Amazon is a big proponent of big data. They don't sell, that's the funny thing, they don't sell anything but access. They sell access to their consumer base. They provide not only access, what they sell is they don't sell products, they sell access to the product, and also sell deliverability, to be able to be their products to be delivered at a prompt time. So they sell convenience and access, and they do this through big data. They utilize big data on from your transactions to when it's being delivered, to knowing what you might need, where you might need it. The ability for Amazon to be able to take what you need and then deliver it at the prompt time, because one of the biggest advantages of Amazon is deliverability. The ability to deliver goods at a prompt time. And this is done with utilizing big data. Big data, Amazon's success is surrounded by big data. Understanding your customer, utilizing data to understand your customer, understanding your customer needs, your customer wants, and going from there. Big Amazon, even Jeff Bezos was an analyst, so he understands the power of data. And Amazon is the king of big data in terms of the e-commerce space. The next company is Apple. Apple, again, driven by technology and big data. Big data is around Apple and their products and what they sell to you. Apple sells you a phone with little or much reinvention. And they sell it because they've built up their brand based on understanding the customer, on understanding the customer needs, customer wants. And the way you understand this is utilizing big data again. Understanding what your customer wants in a new phone or a new product. And most of their product also comes from the streaming services too. And they collect data on the streaming service. So big data is around. So three companies where I mentioned, and none of those top three companies have oil in it, or there's anything in there that looks like oil or gas or anything. These three companies are centered around technology and big data. These are the top three. Then number 4 is CVS Health. Health, again, another that drives around big data, understanding what your health concerns are, how to provide best health services, from not only understanding insurance part with data, but understanding you as a customer, what you need, what's the trend of, what kind of trends are coming up in terms of what ailments or diseases are coming up, especially in one sector. You can do correlation analysis on the amount of food a certain region eats and predict maybe at that point there's a high consumption of fats and all that. There might be a high, correlate that to a high predictive analysis on, if you see a high consumption of food and all that, with all the variables in terms of exercise, all that, can we say in that region we can predict there might be a high excess of blood pressure and all that. CVS has used this data, utilizes data from the Apple to predict what's going on and what kind of medication and all that can be provided for your system, for the society at large. So CVS is a big data proponent, especially within the healthcare. And okay, United Health, another big data firm. Then we go into ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is number 6. So the top 5 companies in the Forbes Fortune 500, the Forbes, are big data companies, are from e-commerce, are from health, that utilize big data to understand their customers. Then we go into Exxon, and believe me, ExxonMobil's utilize the data in not only the exploration of the oil and all that, but also understanding the environmental impact, political impact. They use big data on all that. But ExxonMobil's main, it's the oil. But the rest of the top 5 are focused on data itself. Then we have Berkshire Hathaway, which is an investment system, conglomerate. Berkshire that utilizes big data too. Then we have Alphabet, McKesson, and AmerisourceBergen. These are banks and other companies that utilize big data. So as you can see, the top 5 from Walmart, Amazon, Apple, CVS Health, and United Health, there's no oil companies in this. These are tech and big data companies. The top 5, there wasn't one oil and gas in that. Top 5 were populated by e-commerce, tech, and big data. There isn't any oil and gas, and this is the reason. Big data is continuously evolving into new and newer products that are satisfying consumers. And as long as you understand big data, you can understand what your customers needs and try to fulfill it before anybody else. The goal of big data is understanding the trends, not only environment, but economically, politically. Big data is that powerful. And these 5 companies, they understand how to utilize big data and utilize it to understand their customer, predict future products that they might need, and understand everything surrounding their product or service. Again, Walmart, Amazon, Apple, that's just the top 3. There's no oil company in there, there's no energy company there. This is the reason why big data is what more than normal. Just looking at the companies. And my advice to anybody who's looking into this should look into the area of big data as a career path, or as any path in terms of entrepreneurship or anything. Big data is a key proponent in it. So, thank you for looking at this video, and I'll see you in the next. Peace.